Hello there, my name is Fansi, and in this tutorial I will show you how to create your best possible level. I will show you how to create landscape, edit it, paint different textures on it, and what's more important, I will show you where you can get more than 10,000 assets which you can use for free for your game, just with the help of Unreal Engine and Megascens. And as always, we will start in our Unreal Marketplace, because no one wants to make assets themselves. And again, as always, let's find Infinity Blade assets, thanks to our God and Savior Unreal. And now there you can find any assets which you wanna use. I personally will be working with Infinity Blade Village, so I will click on it, add it to project, and Rick's RPG again. Yes, reload it. It's possible that some assets you already had there, so he will rewrite them. Now when we are in our project, let's go to our content browser, and with pressing Ctrl and mouse button and mouse wheel, I will scale this down because it's much more enjoyable to look at right now. So let's click on Environment Pack 4, and here we have maps, because I just want to introduce different tools you can use to create your own map. We will work with this terrain map too, so let's open it. Okay, wonderful. In your case, there probably will be a lot of shaders compiling, about 3000 it was or so, I believe, so you just need to wait until it is done. You can work, but it will probably slow it down, so I would recommend you just to take a coffee or something and wait until it's done. So, but now I can work right away. We have quite a nice little environment right there, and click on play. Now it should be here. Wonderful. Now we have a Rick in some medieval village. Great, you can walk around, look how it looks like and everything. But that's not why I'm making this video, you can look at it by yourself. So, first thing we will do is to play with our landscape, which is this huge mesh right there. If you click on it, you can move it and see how much it is actually just with this landscape. One more thing, if you will click on anything and move it primarily, it will create this lighting needs to rebuild, which I don't recommend you to do every time you move something. You will do it right here, to click here and build lighting only. But to be completely honest, unless you need to have precise lighting preview, you don't need to do it once you will be done with your level. Okay. So as I said, let's go to our landscape. Click on it, or just write here landscape if you can find it. And here we have landscape 1. And now we will finally look at this mouse setup. Let's make this a little bit smaller so we can actually see what we are working with. And create some nice window. Wonderful. Click on landscape right there, and here we have sculpt feature. If you click to landscape editor, now you have several different tools that you can use to edit your landscape. For that I will use simply sculpt and tool strength, let's let it to default, which is 0.3, or you can edit it just as you need. And we will play with brush size. Let's say that I want to make some huge hill, so I will bring it up. And then let's create it simply by pressing the left button. You can see that I'm creating differences in this landscape. If you wonder why we have seen it like that, because we have simply gone through post-process volume. So you simply click some back here, click on it and delete it for now. I will make special video for post-process volume to how to make your game look as best as you can. So let's edit this a little bit. If you will simply press left mouse button, it will go up, depends on your tool strength, and if you press shift left button, it will go down. If you are familiar with sculpting, this is just for you. Okay, let's try different sculpt. For example, ramp. This is something I haven't actually used ever, but you may. You will simply click on somewhere here and then where you need to, and you can bring it much higher to create that hill and press enter. Now you have some ramp or whatever, so you can now walk around. Okay, and the last one I want to quickly show you. Right there you can explain it just for yourself to find what is fun for you. And let's try, for example, erosion. So that's how our landscape will react after a long time on the sun. It's trying to simulate real world landscapes as much as possible. Okay, quickly, the last one will be flattened, because that can be quite useful. What it will do is to get everything, every part of the landscape on the same level, so it's as straight as possible. Which is completely straight right there, we are in computer. Okay, let's make, okay, that's not it. You can play with flatten mode, so in this case it will only rise it, and in flatten mode lower, it will actually only lower your environment onto your level. Okay, wonderful. And next thing, once you have destroyed your environment just like that, you need to do something with these textures, because it looks pretty weird when you have this rocky stuff on the floor or on the straight landscape. But then let's click on paint, where you have several layers which you can adjust and paint on your landscape. So let's click on dirt and just paint it over with dirt. As you can see, dirt was here used to create this road, so that's probably not your best idea, but I can quickly do it. Let me see. I will use grass, paint it all over here. Right there where is grass, I will use cliff. And again, you can adjust how big your brush will be, or how big will be follow, which means how strong it is in the middle of the brush and how strong is it on the outside of the brush. And to strength, of course. Okay, and from here, let's create another grass, another marsh dirt, so we will create simple road. For that, let's decrease brush size, and let's say that the architect who was making it was a bit drunk, so it's just like me right now. Oh, what did I say? And let's create it like that. And from here, he will go back right there. Okay. And to make it a little bit more funny, let's add back to our sculpt tool, sculpt node, and let's create here a little hill. For that we'll increase tool strength and maybe brush size just a little bit. Okay, go back to paint, and then let's use cliff and paint it like it's actually a rock. And on the top of it we will add some snow. And because we haven't used snow yet on this particular space, it needs to compile these shaders, but it will take just a while. But luckily I have the power of speed. Okay, now here we have it. Let's click on play. Okay, seems like game is set up, so it starts from place where you are just with your with your camera, so let's use it and click on play. Fall down a little bit, and now you can walk around with your rig, your character, and look at the wonderful Mount Blanc, maybe even Everest that we just created, and conquer it just like that. Okay, you can conquer it, see, that's why it is Mount Everest. Close it, and next tool I wanna show you is to populate our scene, which tool is called Foliage. And for that we will go back to our content, environment pack, and look at meshes. Here you have quite a lot of meshes imported from that pack which we downloaded, and let's say that I want to have everywhere around this map a lot of rocks. Show me this rock if it is possible to use him. So double click on it, and it seems like it's solid rock. Quite what I need. So I will open this Foliage tool, click right here with it, and Now you can see that I have another brush, so let's increase its size. And now what we have is paint density, which means how many of these models will be there once I will paint it. So let's see what the one will do. The one will populate it quite a lot. So what I will do is to click on it, and let's say that I want to have a little bit of a random scale. So I will set scale to minimum to 1 and maximum to 10. So now it should have added some differences. Wonderful. I know it looks terrible, but trust me, that's exactly what we want. Because now we will simply edit density and set it to 0.1. And we are starting to get somewhere. Firstly, let's get it to 5. That will be better. And set the paint density to 0.025. Let's go with it. And now you can see that it works just as we need. You can populate your scene with as many rocks as you wish. Rock Kingdom. Oh damn, that's not what I wanted. I don't want to kill our rig. So let's go a little bit closer here and click on play. And now when you walk around, there will be tons of rock. Like really a lot of rocks. Okay. And I don't want them there, so I will simply click on it and remove it. Yes, I want to delete all 2000 meshes, and now they are gone. If you want to play with this foliage, you can actually use different meshes. For example, now I have enabled all these meshes, and I can paint them at the same time. It will randomly put them there, or you can play with that random setting and have it just as you want. So you can see it created some trees, some grass, etc, etc. Let's put it one here. One tree even grow on our Mount Everest. Wonderful. Okay. So of course, if you want, you can just take any asset from here and put it right there. Guillotine, for example. If you wanna, I don't know, have another French Revolution or what. 400 people a day. That's quite a score. Okay, next thing we will do is to set it so we will set it to new game mode, or actually our first game mode, which is third person game mode, and set this map as it will start when we will reset our game. And for that we need to go to our project setting and go to map and modes and set editor startup map to the map we are using just now, which is, I believe, terrain map 02. So now every time when you will start your editor, it will open this map which we have just created. And you of course should set it even here, so once you will export that game and make it playable for other people who doesn't have Unreal Engine, publish that game, the game will start with this map as well. Okay. And now I want to show you something incredible. If you are not satisfied with free assets from Unreal Engine, there is something that you need to know. There we have Quixel Megascens, which is something that Unreal or Epic company acquired. And what it does for us is that we have almost 12,000 assets for us to use for free with Unreal Engine. You can use it for any commercial project or anything. If you look at it, you can use all these assets for whatever you want. To get it all, you need to download Quixel Bridge. For that, link of course in the description. You can simply download it. You will sign. Oh, you don't even need to sign here. You will sign in with your Epic account, and then you will be able to open it. Okay, once you will download it and log in, you will make sure that you have your account. And then you can use any of these assets and port them right into Unreal Engine Live with a simple plugin. Before that, go to your Unreal Engine and make sure that you have this Megascens enabled. If you don't have it, look at plugins and make sure that it's enabled right here. Megascens links for Quixel Bridge. So right here in the bridge, let's go to some collections and find ourselves some cyberpunk. You know, why the hell shouldn't we have some cyberpunk, right? It's a rig, you can travel between worlds. there can be anything. And let's say that I want to have these huge Chinese takeout boxes, because that's what Cyberpunk is all about. Okay, now we need to set up something. Go to download setting and then set texture resolution to 2K at maximum. You can set it for whatever you want and download it. I have downloaded all these lots, but for you can actually download only 3 or 0, it's up to you. What this basically means is lot 0 it has the most polygons and lot 3 has least polygons. In some cases it doesn't even affect it as much. You can actually set it up so the lot that is shown right or camera, it depends on how far you are from camera. So if you are like 100 meters in game far from camera, it will show you lot 3, and if you are right in front of it, it will show lot 0. Okay, wonderful. I have downloaded it, so let's go to export setting, which will be great once you download it, and set everything as you need. FBX, lot 0, let's go as high as possible, and make sure that you use engine version which you are using right there with your project. I'm using 4.2.4. You need to set this installation folder to where is your engine installed. Okay, and next thing you need to do is to set your project location. If you don't remember where it is, simply click on Epic Games Launcher, wait until it's loaded, go to library, click on your project and show in folder. Now you can just copy that, Ctrl C, go back right here, oh we already have it, Ctrl V and Vibra, just choose it. Then you can simply click on export, see if it works, seems it's successful, and click on your project and it's already importing. It takes a while, so let's be patient. Okay, seems like it is imported and we have it right here. If you look into your content browser, it will create new Megascens asset, 3D assets, dirty Chinese takeouts. Let's put it right into here and scale it up like a lot. Let's say that in this universe there is a huge Chinese guy who is just throwing his stuff all around. Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be a Chinese guy, of course, anyone can throw Chinese food. That was just presumption. Okay, click on buy, and you can see it's right in your game. And like that you can import any of these assets. Wonderful, now you have another tent. Just a little, slightly bigger one. That's tent Chinese version. Jesus Christ. No racist, of course. Just making sure. Okay, now last thing I will show you is how to adjust some lighting. So let's find ourselves a light. And we have directional light and skylight. You can of course try to create your own light. I only encourage that. And you need to set it up in our details. So skylight is basically which color or what color does our sky have, and directional light is what color our sun shines. So to say it really briefly, which is not necessarily true, but you can think about it like that, directional light is what color will be your shadows, and skylight is what color will be reflecting from where our direction light will put light on. Just shoot those photons, you know. What a rapper I am. Okay, let's try to adjust it a little bit, because this is weirdly yellowish, which I don't necessarily like. Okay, so we are right there, I'm in directional light, and let's set it to something much brighter. For example, something like this. Set it to OK, and increase intensity to 12 lux. Okay, and then let's go to skylight and set it to blue. Let's say that we have actually blue skylight, like a really blue. It's a wonderful day. Everything is blue, happy, and all that. Almost no suicide, except that Chinese guy right there. If you are wondering why is it moving like that, it's probably because our lot is set up just like that. As you can, that's exactly how you set up your lots, as you can see. Closer I am to it, the more detailed it is. And if I'm that far, it will be just this weird box. That's something you can set up by yourself. It's wonderful that Megascens Megascens plugins let you edit this by itself. You don't need to do any extra work, just import it and everything works. That's insane. If you are just starting with game dev or 3D creations, this is unbelievably wonderful. You can use all these assets in your games, of course, for free. Just incredible. My mind is blown because of that, to be completely honest. Okay, and the last thing I wanted to do is to build lighting. Set lighting quality to high because I want to like really see what was happening, and set it to build lighting only. And let's speed it up again. Okay, it's done. It took much longer than I hoped it would, to be honest. Anyway, you have probably come to same problems as I did. There are some overlapping UVs, but let's not worry about it that much. And as you can see, everything seems to look as I would like it to look. Everything is fine, great and wonderful, except this huge garbage, doesn't matter. And the last thing is, that's actually everything. I'm just fall from the sky and end this video positively as it is. Okay, thanks for watching. I guess that's everything I wanted for today. You can see that it is a little bit too bright, so you should probably decrease that luxus in a sun, but that's up to you. I'm gonna believe you that you will be able to do that. Anyway, everything is in the description what you need. Links for social medias, feel free to wait, feel free to comment, it would kinda help, like and all that. That's it. Bye.